Well, magandang umaga. Thank you for coming to my channel. Good morning. I'm Robert, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've got to get that in there. Today, doing another cooking video. Saw 3D. So this is an experiment to see how, I don't know how many people have 3D glasses or anything like that. I'm going to check to see how I can make it side by side. And that way, if you have an Oculus or something that you could put your phone on, hooked to, and it will show you in 3D. So I'm going to figure that one out. But I know how to do it standard 3D. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to make a taco dinner. And we're going to start off by doing the meat. What I have in here is ground meat, and I put a little water in it simply because it helps it from clumping up and you can get a good crumble with the meat. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the power here, and we'll get it going. But before I do that, I'm going to add garlic. Now, this is my garlic. It's already minced up and cut. So I'm going to get a good teaspoonful or tablespoonful and put it in there with it. And then I'm going to add some pepper. And then it's going to cook. Okay, well, actually the meat is already cooked. So now we're just going to let it boil out the water. It smells good. So as soon as it's boiled out the water, we'll go ahead and start the rest of the cooking on it. Okay, well, the water has pretty much been boiled down, as you can see. You can see the crumble of the meat. There's a couple of large pieces in there, but that's fine. I don't like the meat to be completely large pieces. See? Right there. 3D. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some taco seasoning. And basically what it is, it's chili powder, paprika, and mixture, and it's flavors up the meat. So I'm going to have this here going for a little bit to make sure it soaks in really good to the meat. And turn it down a little bit, down to medium. And we're going to let that cook for a little while, just like it is. Okay, so the meat is done, and I'm going to put it in a container. And then we'll start cooking the next part. All right, well, I got the water boiling again. I cleaned out the pot, added 2 cups of water, and now I'm going to add this. This is Spanish rice. It's a mix already. You can make it on your own, just using rice and some tomato sauce, and cut up some bell pepper or some onion and put with it. And that's pretty much how you do it. So I'm going to pour this in. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. You see that? That's 3D. Gotta love it. I'm going to let that boil for a little bit. And then when that's ready, we'll go to the third part. Okay, well, the water's boiled down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. So it doesn't burn on the bottom. It's not ready yet. So I'm going to let it soak for a little bit. That's what you got here. You see that? So I'm going to let it soak for about 10 minutes. And then we'll do the third part. Okay, it's only been about 5 minutes. And already you can see that it's soaked up the water. So, I mean, this is it. This is your rice. It's got some fideo pasta. It's in mixed with it. And it's got some red and green bell pepper also mixed in with it. So now let's go to the second part, or the third part. Okay, so I've cleaned out my pan again. And I'm adding now great value traditional refried beans. What's a refried bean? Well, it's pinto beans that have been cooked, and basically you would eat the pinto beans after they're cooked. The leftover you would take, or you can get the fresh cooked pinto beans, either way. You would you take them and you get a masher, a potato masher, or you can use a fork, and you would mash the beans. And you don't mash all, you're not going to get all of them, so there's going to be some bean still whole there. So what I'm going to do, this is canned. I didn't make it myself, so I'm going to put this in here. The best kind of pinto beans are made with a little bit of bacon grease. And I don't have any bacon, so we're just going to have to do without it. So you take it and you just smash it down. Like so. And you put the heat to a low, between a low and medium, so that because you don't want it to burn. It'll burn, so you don't want it to burn. But I'm also going to add a couple of tablespoons of water, just to keep it from drying out so fast. So we're gonna and kind of loosen it up a little bit because it comes pretty packed in the can. There you go. Yeah, see? It's got about the consistency of peanut butter. So if you were to pull some peanut butter out of the jar, it'd be the same thickness. So you see that? There we go. We're going to let that warm up. That's all we got to do with this is just warm it up. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. And stir that in real good. Now, what I'm making here is actually enough for 2 people. And so some of this is going to go to my lunch tray for tomorrow. So I'm going to put it to my lunch tray and then put it in the freezer so that it will be ready for tomorrow for lunch. So we're going to let that warm up a little bit. Okay, well, it only took a couple of minutes and already it's warm, ready to eat. So I'm going to take this and move this over here and turn off the heat. And here's my lunch deal for tomorrow. I'm going to Okay, so there's my refried beans. All right, so what I got is my meat. And the reason I only put that much in there is I'm going to show you in a minute. I got my refried beans and my rice. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to get one of these. This is a tortilla. It's basically a flatbread. And I'm going to put it right on top of all of that. Get 2 of them. And there you go. Now that's going to be for my lunch tomorrow. And now I'm going to fix my lunch now. Okay. Put all the rest of this on here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. 3D. There. And the rice. Being that I grew up in Central South Texas, you know, eating this style of food is, to me, home food. It's a Mexican style food, and it's just, you know, that rice is good. All right, so what I'm going to do, since I'm going to eat this for lunch, and turn the burner to low. My skillet is in the sink right now from my breakfast this morning, and I haven't washed it yet. So what you do is you just get you a tortilla, lay it on the burner or just over a fire, and you don't need to do it very long. You just want it to kind of toast up a little bit. Just warm it up. I keep my tortillas in the refrigerator. They last a lot longer doing that. Yeah. Then, of course, you got to clean your burner afterwards. Then add some cheese. If you do it on a skillet, you don't have to clean your burner. Like I said, my skillet is a little needs to be cleaned. So you take that. Already the cheese on the bottom is starting to melt. So we're going to do one more. You don't need a lot of cheese, just a little bit. Because really all you want is just the flavor of the cheese. And you just want to leave it on here just long enough for the cheese just to start melting on the bottom. Okay, and we'll put that one over here. Comes right off. Just kind of scrape it off. And it's toasted bread, basically tortillas of bread. Very yummy. So, this is what we got. You got your tortillas with the cheese on it. Then you put the meat on top of the cheese. And you can add the bean and rice with it and eat it that way, or just the meat on it and eat the beans and rice separate. And I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The meat's still a little hot. Just add some meat to it. Add some rice. Add, so I'm not putting that much on there. It's just like a tablespoon of each, except for the meat. And you fold it, and then you eat. And this is Mexican style dinner. Taco meat with rice and with refried beans. All right, so let's have a try at this. This is so good. Now, me personally, I'm going to put a salsa on it. Get Tostitos salsa and put it on it, and just gives you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful flavor of the salsa mixed in with it. So thank you very much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and enjoy your day.